I think that love is feeling free and safe with someone and having the motivation to pursue happiness in life with another soul. So, yeah, that's honestly.
I think the same. I don't think it's like about the person directly. I think it's about like doing things in life together. Yeah. Ask me what my perspective of love is. And for me, love means literally anything. It could be like, for me, love is like the air we breathe. It's like you kind of have to like give it out freely and open your heart to it. Otherwise, it's like you're just blocking yourself out from accepting things and people into your life. And it's just, that's not good. You don't want that. So yeah, that's what love means for me.
What is love to you?
So I think it's a mix of two pretty different things. On the one hand, something that is hard to describe, which is why it's this hard question to answer, but also that you have no control over. You could want, with your whole being, to want to be with a certain person, but you can't make that happen for yourself. And then the other side of it is very intentional and something you can do, which is commitment, spending time and prioritizing somebody, and learning when to prioritize someone, when to prioritize yourself, and having that balance. And also, like, just it shouldn't be as easy as it always seems in movies of things. I think that's where some people get a little disillusioned with or think that it doesn't exist, is when they're thinking of that type of love. So yeah, I think that you have to be willing to work on it and be willing to see things through it and communicate with another person and accept that there might be things about you have to work on, there might be things that they have to work on, but like if you have that first part that's indescribable and kind of a connection, there's, I think, almost nothing you can't eventually work through if you do both things.
To me, love is passion.
Love is not selfish. Love is not late. Love is not abusive. Man, it's a lot of nuts. Like, love is not unconcerned. Love is not nonchalant. Love is not. Well, for what love is patient. Love is kind. Love is gentle. Love is forgiving. Love is... It's something else. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like, it's a lot. Like,
I think love is when you care about someone else's well-being more than your own.
I think love is, it's a combination of compassion and self-sacrifice. So, you do things, you sacrifice your time, you sacrifice your resources, you sacrifice your energy for those people. And, you're not necessarily getting anything except love in return, right? Like, I love my friends. I don't spend time with them for any, material thing. It's just because I want to sacrifice my time for their time. So
I think love is someone that you can come home to. They just feel like home. It's your comfort person. That's all. I think love is sacrifice, doing things sacrificially for someone else.
When somebody's not around you and you miss their presence, then you know that you love that person.
Yeah. All right, I would say when I think of love, I think of just a relationship where you can be yourself with the person and you don't have to try it all and you just feel like you're at home with them.
What is love?
I think love is a deep found understanding of each other. I don't think it has to be romantic all the time. I think some of the best love I know is from platonic relationships, specifically the women in my life who understand me on a very deep, visceral level. So I think that's what love is to me.
It's a lifeline. If I had to describe what love is, I think that it may be more, it's broad. And I think that love is genuine and it is kind as well as patient. And I think that it takes a lot of time to develop what love is. And I think that people are still figuring out what love is. So I don't really think there's a simplified answer. I think that love is could be all around you, or you could just be searching for it.
I would say that love is everything. Love is really all we have.
Love is caring for someone despite anything, right? So, in that regard, as soon as you get comfortable with someone, you pass the honeymoon phase, you think to yourself, well, now what is love at this point, right? You're past the sparkles and the butterflies. At this point, it's loving them through thinking of them when you go to bed, the first person you think of when you wake up. The small little things that you do throughout the day, the touching their hair, fixing something in their hair, my boyfriend plucking out my gray hairs. There's too many of those. Making meals for each other when there's time for that. It's finding the little things despite everything that's going on, despite the difficulties in the day, finding little things that still reminds you of why you fell in love with them in the first place. It's little acts of service that you get to do throughout the day.
Honestly, I think love hurts. People think love is pleasurable because it feels good, but I think it can be also pleasurable when it feels bad. Because it consumes you. Yeah, it's something I think somebody once said that people are attracted to each other biologically through smell, but it's not something that you can detect. It's something there that you can't put your finger on. You don't know why. It's just, yeah. When you can't stop thinking about something.
To me, love is people or person seeing you for clearly who you are, every aspect about you, every imperfection, every flaw, the essence of who you are, and never letting go. Through the ups and downs, through the evolution of who you might become, the changes, and knowing at the core you are enough and you're all-consuming in a way that fulfills the other individual. And to me, I think that's what love really is, because it's giving the grace for expansion and for love to evolve. And if you don't have space for love to evolve within the partnership between you and the other individual, then what is really at the core of it all? So I think love is expansive. I think it's a constant evolving entity. It's something you have to protect. But I think it's really that dynamic, and that's what love truly can be.
Love is complicated. Love is scary, but it's also worth it. I think love is safe. Like, I don't know, the image of there's a road in my hometown that's completely covered by trees, and whenever you drive under, you just feel like you're hugged, and that to me is kind of what love feels like. It's exciting. Yeah. It radiates. I think you feel it from other people, and other people hopefully feel it from you. Love is really scary. Love is really, really, really scary.